The hallway went silent when the boots hit the floor. Red lights flashed across pale walls, and a little girl's fingers tightened around her father's hand. He leaned down, steady and calm, and whispered words that would change everything. "Stand behind me." No one knew why the men didn't flinch when the SWAT team rushed in. No one knew why the commander paused, stared, and then raised his hand in a sharp salute. And no one expected the truth that followed to remind everyone watching what kindness really means. Before we begin, if stories about compassion, courage, and unexpected humanity move your heart, please subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. You're watching Kindness Diaries, where real kindness finds its way into the darkest moments. The man's name was Daniel Reed. He was a single dad, raising his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, in a small town where people nodded but rarely stopped to talk. Daniel worked nights as a maintenance supervisor at a medical office building downtown. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills and let him be home when Lily woke up for school. That evening, Daniel had brought Lily with him because her babysitter had canceled. She sat at a small desk in the hallway coloring pictures while he fixed a broken door sensor. The building was quiet. Too quiet. Within minutes, the building filled with shouting voices over radios. Someone had reported a suspicious package. The call escalated fast. Doors slammed. Emergency lights flashed. And before Daniel could process what was happening, armed officers poured into the corridor. Daniel didn't think. He reacted. He pulled Lily close, placed himself between her and the noise, and said the only thing that mattered in that moment. "Stand behind me." A SWAT officer aimed a weapon down the hall, shouting commands. Daniel raised his hand slowly, his voice calm. "My daughter's here. Please don't scare her." The officers moved with precision. Their boots echoed. Their faces were hidden behind helmets and shields. To Lily, they looked like monsters from a movie. She buried her face in her dad's back, shaking. Then the SWAT commander stepped forward. He looked at Daniel for a long second. Really looked at him. At the way Daniel stood, not aggressive, not afraid, just protective. At the way his body curved slightly, shielding a child who trusted him completely. The commander lowered his hand. And then, to everyone's shock, he saluted. The hallway went silent again, but this time it wasn't fear. It was confusion. "Sir," the commander said quietly, "permission to speak." Daniel nodded, still holding his hands up. The commander removed his helmet. His voice softened. "You don't recognize me, do you?" Daniel searched his face. He shook his head. The commander took a breath. 3 years ago, during the floods down south. You were volunteering at the shelter. I was off duty. My wife and son were trapped on the highway. My phone died. I had nothing, the commander continued. You gave me your last working charger. You watched my boy while I went looking for my wife. You told me, family comes first. I've got him. Daniel remembered then. A tired man in a soaked uniform. A scared little boy. A night of chaos and mud and strangers helping strangers. I never even got your name, the commander said. But my family made it home because of you. The officers lowered their weapons. The commander turned to his team. False alarm. Package is clear. Then he looked back at Daniel and Lily. He knelt down so he was eye level with Lily. Your dad is a very brave man, he said gently. Lily peeked out, eyes wide. She nodded. As the team filed out, the commander paused one last time. Kindness doesn't wear a badge, he said. But tonight, it deserved a salute. After they left, Daniel sat on the floor with Lily until her shaking stopped. He didn't feel like a hero. He felt tired. He felt like a dad who did what any parent would do. The next day, word spread. Co-workers stopped by to check on them. Neighbors smiled and asked if Lily was okay. Someone left a small note on Daniel's locker that read, "Thank you for standing up for others." Daniel pinned it where Lily could see. Life didn't suddenly become perfect. Bills still came. Nights were still long. But something had shifted. Daniel made more time to help others when he could. Lily started writing notes for her classmates when they were sad. Because kindness, once seen, has a way of growing. That day in the hallway wasn't about SWAT teams or danger. It was about a simple choice made years earlier, to help someone without expecting anything back. And how that choice came full circle when it mattered most. So if you ever wonder whether small acts count, remember this story. Remember the men who said, "Stand behind me," and the kindness that stood with him. You never know whose life you're protecting when you choose compassion. And you never know when kindness will come back to salute you. Until next time, keep spreading light. This is Kindness Diaries.